So a very warm welcome back to my attic here in North Wales for album of the day. So the one I've chosen today is not very good, although it's in a plastic sleeve. It's not in brilliant condition, but it's Straighten Up Volume 2. And just look at that cover back then. And this is 1971. If you read the notes, have a listen to this. We have selected just about the very best reggae numbers available today, bearing in mind your favourite artist, added 2 extra for bonus and giving you a dish of old Jamaica's grass-skirted damsels on the cover. A pin-up for you to decorate your walls and core for all members of the opposite sex. Now then, can you imagine that coming out today and the furore there would be? So, great tracks in here actually. But the one I've chosen, I first heard it on the Trojans Tighten. It was a real slow kind of country song. I think by, I can't remember, my mind's gone. It's called Every Night and it was on Gay Feet, I think, the label. But this is a bit of a reggae version of it. I quite like it. I like the words, I like the tune, I like the melody. And then I'll be coming back and asking if anybody knows anything about this book. Okay, so hang around. So, yeah, just drop the needle in the wrong place. Bear with, bear with. Tracks.
It's a long time I haven't seen you, my baby. It's a long time I haven't seen you, my baby. Tried not to forget you. Every night I go to sleep, I see you in my dreams. Some say I'm a fool to be so lonely. Some say I'm a fool to be so blue. I've tried not to forget you. Every night I go to sleep, I see you in my dreams.
So, Pamas Records Limited, 78 Craven Park Road, written on nearly all their albums. Wonder if anybody watching this ever went to 78 Craven Park Road. I suppose it's a bit like 12 Neasden Lane in London, probably doesn't exist there anymore as a shop. But anyway, that was it. Today's choice of Straighten Up Volume 2. Now then, the other thing I was thinking of the other day, that was 1971, I was trying to think when for me the skinhead thing ended and we started wearing like crombies and stuff like that, okay? And probably here in North Wales we're a bit late behind the fashions, if you like, but I can definitely remember, and I got in touch with a friend of mine who was a massive fan of Bangor City Football Club, and I asked him, do you remember when Everton came to play Bangor in a friendly, either pre-season or after the season had finished? And he wrote back to me and he said it was the 13th of May 1971. And the reason that stuck in my mind, because I don't know, there's a few hundred Everton fans came along from Liverpool, But what struck me was the clothes that they were wearing, and they had these massive flared jeans. They were called Skinners, and honest to God, they must have been about that wide, and they must have had turners about that big. I mean, looking back now, you think they look like exactly like Coco the Clown, but we all thought they looked fantastic. We'd never seen this before. And within like a few weeks, you know, we travelled to Liverpool, found out what they were called, the jean Skinners, and bought ourselves a pair along with, I think they were called bubble jumpers at the time. So that was May 1971, and I'm thinking that skinheads were like 1969, 70, and then it all, you know, it was a very short-lived fad, as I remember, and I was about 13 or 14 back in 69, 70, when the first wave of skinheads came. So 71, when this album was come out, probably, I don't know how long after, maybe 6 months to a year after all the singles had been sold, but you know, that's a reflection of what we were listening to back then. So onto these, and the reason I dug these out was, I knew, again, I'm in the attic, my missus must have bought this for me, and it's actually a Bob Marley chord book for songs for Rastaman Vibration album, and there's a few pictures in there as well. The reason I'm asking, because I saw somebody trying to sell this in Canada for $300, okay? And this was actually produced in, I think it's 1976 that was produced. So I don't know if anybody's ever had one, got one, seen one, sold one, can tell me what it's worth. Is it worth putting it on eBay? And next to that on the shelf was this one as well, the songs of Bob Marley. Is This Love, Jamming, I Shot the Sheriff, etc. But there you see, he's already passed away by the time this one came out. They're probably cashing in a bit. 1945, 1981, the 10 greatest hits of Bob Marley. And there's no, oh yeah, there is a few photos in there as well as the guitars, chords. I've had the guitar since I was about 9 or 10, and I still can't play it. I can get a few chords, but I'm crap at it. So I bought myself a looper. Now, I don't know if you know what a looper is. It's a thing you plug your guitar and you play something and it goes over and over again. I think Ed Sheeran uses it a lot. I'm nowhere near Ed Sheeran. But I've had a lot of fun with it. But when you can't play the guitar very well and you lose a looper, trust me, it sounds crap. Until next time then, I'll dig out another LP. Anything I can remember about it or any interesting stuff I find, I'll let you know. Till then, bye everybody.